David, can I just ask you lastly about a story that's been, gone around the world this week about a 19-year-old man called Shaban al-Dalu, just days away from his 20th birthday, who was videoed appearing to have been burned alive following an Israeli strike on a tented encampment outside Al-Aqsa Hospital in Deir al-Balah. Why is that 19-year-old man dead?
Ben, there's no monopoly of pain in this area. Do you want me to tell you about the Israeli woman, a pregnant woman who had her belly cut open with a knife, being filmed by Hamas terrorists, having the baby removed from her belly and then stabbed?
David, we all accept that what happened.
This is important, Ben.
No, I know it's important. No, because this is a straw man. What happened on the 7th of October was abhorrent. We all agree with that. Absolutely appalling. We know what happened. It's abhorrent. It was an appalling terror attack. That's not what I asked you. I was asking you about. What do you want me to call it? It was an appalling terror attack. It was barbarous. The people response to it needs to be held to justice. Everything you will say, David, about the 7th of October, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I'm not asking you about that. I'm asking you about an seemingly innocent young man who was burnt alive in Gaza.
So let me tell you that story. Again, you haven't shared that with me before we came on, and I could have provided a more comprehensive answer and made inquiries myself about that story. So that, in one sense, Ben, that's highly unprofessional to try and.
David, come on! It's been the most before today. It's been the most covered story.
If you don't allow me to talk,
let me come back. No, David, let me come back on that because you've just questioned my professionalism. It's been probably the most reported story in relation to Israel in the last week, apart from the news today. So the idea that you didn't have prior warning that we were going to ask you about what's become a global news story. Come on. You're a spokesperson for the Israeli government.
Yes.
It's not beyond the realms of reason that I ask you about a story that's gone completely global this week.
Yeah. So, Ben, we've had a Jewish festival here, which means I haven't been following LBC's news over the last 24 hours. It just ended this evening, but I am aware of the story. I would say to you that it is more professional to alert people you're going to raise this issue. But let me deal with the issue.
I've never done that with any interview ever.
Allow me, for heaven's sake,
please answer it.
Ben, I'm not going to do your program if you keep interrupting.
Please answer it.
There is an element of what we call here in Israel, Hollywood. There is a movement of fabrication of these sorts of events within the Palestinian Authority and also within Gaza. Now, this story in particular, I have seen with my own eyes evidence of this being fabricated, of models being used, of these sorts of stories being